Hey guys, this is Symbiont and this is my new player's guide to the best automatic weapons in Battlefield 4. I've started playing with a few guys who are relatively new to the game, and one of the questions that gets asked a lot is which gun is the best for each class. So I decided to put together this quick guide and hope it helps people out. Bear in mind I've focused on automatic weapons instead of DMRs and sniper rifles because this is what I have the most experience with. I don't rate myself as a particularly good sniper, so I thought best to leave that to someone with a bit more knowledge in that area. This list is purely based on what is most common and works really well in the game. I have my own favourites like the Scar H and the L85A2, but these are more personal choices rather than actually backed up with hard facts and figures. So without further delay, let's dive in with the Assault class and what is arguably the most overpowered weapon in the game, the Ace-23. This thing is the go-to kit for many Assault players due to it being good in nearly every situation. It has a high rate of fire of 770 rounds per minute, a short reload of 2.1 seconds and a long reload of 3.1 seconds. It has very manageable recoil and is a very accurate and easy weapon to pick up and use. All of these facts and figures together make it no surprise that most Assault players gravitate towards the Ace-23. Arguably almost as good as the Ace-23 is the M416. This is another weapon that is good in nearly every situation. It's another easy to use and manage gun that has a slightly slower rate of fire than the Ace-23, clocking in at 750 rounds per minute, but it makes up for that with its lightning fast tactical reload of 1.85 seconds and long reload of 2.4 seconds. Equip your Assault player with either of these two weapons and you're good to go. Next up is the Engineer class, and there is one clear winner for Engineer specific weapons, and that is the MPX. Arriving in the Dragon's Teeth expansion, this personal defense weapon is light years ahead of the competition with a high damage model and fast rate of fire of 850 rounds per minute. It has a short tactical reload of 2.1 seconds and a long reload of 2.7 seconds, which is about average, but where this thing really shines is hipfire. Stick a laser sight on this thing and at close range you hardly ever need to aim down sight. There is a rumour that this gun is going to get adjusted in the next patch, but it'll still be an excellent weapon regardless. Moving on to the Support class, and there is one clear winner here also, the AWS. This gun was introduced back in the Naval Strike expansion and was instantly branded as an overpowered weapon as soon as people started to unlock it. Looking at its stats, it's easy to see why. It has a fast rate of fire of 780 rounds per minute and a huge drum magazine holding 100 bullets before you have to reload. And unlike most light machine guns that average about 6 seconds for the reload time, the AWS has a pretty fast short reload of 3.5 seconds and a long reload of 4.85 seconds. This thing is basically an assault rifle that you hardly ever have to reload and easily outclasses most of the other light machine guns in the game. Last but not least, we move on to the Carbines. These are all kit weapons that can be used by any class in the game, and there are two main winners in this category. First is the AK-5C. This is the most balanced carbine of them all and works well in nearly every situation. It has a steady rate of fire of 700 rounds per minute and one of the easiest managed recoil patterns out of all the carbines. It also has one of the fastest short tactical reloads in the game of 1.85 seconds and a long reload of 2.35 seconds if you empty the full magazine. This gun has been my default all kit weapon since I unlocked it and still performs well as one of the most versatile weapons in the game. Alongside the AK-5C, it's also worth considering the ACWR. This is a really good short to medium range carbine that has a very high rate of fire, clocking in at 880 rounds per minute. This gun has an even quicker short reload than the AK-5C, clocking in at 1.83 seconds if you leave a bullet in the chamber and 2.37 seconds if you empty your entire clip. It suffers a little bit at range, but if you want to go up close and personal as a Spec Ops style recon or aggressive support player, then this is the gun to go for. Well, that's it folks for my quick roundup of the best automatic weapons currently in Battlefield 4. I hope it helps some people out who are just getting into the game, or even if you just return them from a short spell away. Please drop me a rating and subscribe if you found the video helpful, and please post any thoughts you have on your best weapons for each class in the comments section below. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.